Hey guys, welcome back. Here's everything I eat today as a breastfeeding mom. I'm gonna share some recipes and just everything I eat today. I do follow Weight Watchers. I've kind of been on and off with that, but I've been back on it and it's been going well. I am exclusively breastfeeding my 5-month-old baby, and so I get a lot of extra nursing points, which is so nice to have those. My number one priority with what I'm eating, and just my number one priority right now is making sure my milk supply is good and make sure I keep my milk supply up, and that is making sure I'm eating enough for that. So thankfully with the nursing, like with my extra nursing points, I don't think I have any issue with that. If you're new here, I follow the Weight Watchers program. I've done that in the past and had a lot of success with it, and I get 41 points a day while breastfeeding, which is a lot of extra nursing points, which is so nice. So come along for my day and everything I eat today. All right, let's start with some iced coffee. I usually do a double shot of espresso, either the Scuro or the Chiaro pod. We're gonna do a Scuro pod. All right, double shot. And then we're gonna do a little bit of each of these. We like the Chobani sweet cream, and then I love the taste also of a little bit of vanilla in it. So let's do a little bit of each of these. Fill it up with some fat-free milk. All right, iced coffee of the morning. We're gonna start out with some breakfast. I have to share this recipe with y'all because it is so good, and it's just been my favorite this week. I actually started, I think I made this for the first time on Monday, and I have literally eaten it every single day since then. It is oatmeal, and fun fact about me and oatmeal, I have never in my life before Monday, I have never in my life tried like breakfast oatmeal, like a recipe. The only thing as far as oats that I've ever tried is like oatmeal cookies, or like, is granola made with oatmeal? I've literally never had oatmeal for breakfast in my entire life, even tried it, because I've always thought, I didn't think I would like it and the texture of it. But I love this recipe so much. It is so good. And very Weight Watcher friendly. If you're on Weight Watchers, oats are 0 points, which is so nice. Of course, I add stuff to it that makes it not 0 points, but so nice. All right, we're gonna get this out. Banana. Okay, so I'll leave this actual recipe below because she adds a little more things to it than I do. This is from Skinny. I went on Google and I typed in Weight Watcher friendly oatmeal recipes, and this is one of the first ones that popped up, and it is just so yummy. So this is from, I think, Skinny Taste, but I'll leave the actual recipe below. But we're gonna do a half a banana, and I'm gonna mash this up with a fork. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you should go do that. I actually just posted a what I eat in a day over there recently, and kind of posted some of these same things that I'm eating today over there. But you're just gonna grab a banana, mash it up really well till there's no like big chunks in it. Okay, we're gonna do a half of this banana that I've mashed up into the saucepan. 2/3 cups of water, and then 1/3 of a cup of oats. All right, and then I'm gonna cook this for like 3 to 5 minutes until it gets thick enough. But also to this, I like to add a little bit of cinnamon sugar, just for a little bit extra. Not much of it, just a few little dashes of it. Maybe like a half a teaspoon. And then while this is cooking down, I'm gonna do a tablespoon of peanut butter, and I'm gonna melt this in the microwave. All right, once it's thickened up to about like that, take it off. And then I'm gonna add the rest of that banana. And honestly, this is where you can just get creative or just whatever to your liking. And then I'm gonna add, I love it with just banana. I'm gonna add a few blueberries to it as well. And then I'm gonna drizzle this peanut butter over top. And honestly, that's it. Am I missing something? I don't think I am. This is so so yummy. The best flavor, the best texture. It's so good. All right, this is so good. Actually, I have a kiddo asking to share it with me, so she's gonna eat some too. So yummy. And of course, my electrolytes in my water, making my water for first water of the day. If you have some oatmeal recipes that you love, please share them with me, because I've opened up this new world of loving oatmeal, and I'd love to hear what your other favorite recipes are. Someone, whenever I posted my reel on either Instagram or TikTok, they said they love adding protein powder to theirs. So I don't know, I love this recipe. It's so good, and I'm excited to like try other oatmeal recipes. All right, we're gonna start some lunch. It's one of my favorite recipes. I haven't made it in a while before this week. I've actually just, a lot of times I meal prep this. However, this week I've just been making it each day. Just fresh each day for some reason. I love to meal prep this though. Also, one of the things I've been doing is trying to up my water, drink a lot of water each day. So I aim for 3 to 4 of these. Most days I try to get 4. So I'm on my second one for the day. So we're gonna make some egg roll in a bowl. It's so yummy. It's the easiest recipe. And like I said, meal prep it for the week, and you've got some really good lunches for, throughout the whole week. So I actually do this with turkey, ground turkey sometimes. I prefer ground beef though. I really like the taste of ground beef with it. So I'm going to put like a third of this in there. Alright, a little bit of this. Egg roll in a bowl. Okay, so something cool is I'm looking out my kitchen window. We see deer in our backyard, our neighbor's backyard, pretty much daily. There's like just a lot of deer around here. And is there 2? There's 2 little tiny, well, tiny for deer. One of them looks really small. 2 small baby deer back there. So cute. They're so cute, so tiny. They're eating something back there. I think our neighbors, I don't know, I think they might feed them, I'm not sure. So finally, after years, I apparently didn't wash this very well. I need to do that again. But after years, I finally got myself a meat masher from the Dollar Tree.
I'm gonna make the other dairy.
My ground beef is browned up. I like to add a little bit of this, like a tablespoon or 2 of this G-Hue sugar-free teriyaki marinade. Now this is the sesame one, which I have never bought this before now, but it's really good in this. I usually just do the teriyaki marinade, but it's great in this. So I just do like a little splash of this in there. Gives it just a really good flavor. And then we'll also do some of this coleslaw mix. One more day's worth for tomorrow. And I just let this cook down for probably like 2 or 3 minutes. All right, this is done. All right, now we're gonna make the sauce to go on top, which is easy and just makes it delicious. We'll do about a tablespoon or so of mayo. I do light mayo. And then about a teaspoon of minced garlic, or garlic paste. And then a little splash of hot sauce. And then I put a little bit of water in here to thin it out. All right, and then we'll pour it all over top. And this just makes it so delicious. The sauce is so yummy on it. And that's been my lunch for the week. Healthy, full of protein, and so yummy. Never tried egg roll in a bowl. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorite lunches, one of my favorite meal preps to do. It's just so good. Most days I will have a second iced coffee. I have gotten in the habit of that, and I cannot seem to shake that habit. Now I do make it decaf because I am breastfeeding. I don't have too much caffeine in a day, but I wish I could shake this habit. But it's like, I don't know, by the afternoon comes, it's like an afternoon snack for me. It's just so good, and I just cannot shake the habit of that. Now I will also say, which I've done this in the past, I don't count my morning coffee within my daily points budget, but if I have an afternoon coffee, I will estimate that, like points for that. Usually I'll estimate for like 5. So iced coffee for the evening. So it is a little after 3. I am heading out. I have a nail appointment, which I need it so badly because I've got a fingernail about to break if I don't get something on them. This one's like not doing good. These are my natural nails with dip powder over them. I love to do this every few weeks. It's just something I do for myself. Get out of the house by myself every few weeks. Leave Camden, get out of the house for a couple hours. So I'm gonna head to that. I'm going to a new nail salon today. So the girl that was doing my nails moved, and I was so sad about that. So we're trying somewhere different today. So I don't know if I'm gonna continue doing dip powder, or I'm gonna see what kind of gel options they have. I know I can't do regular gel because they're not thick enough and my nails break with those, like my natural nails. So I've got to have something like hard over top for them to last. So I might try something different. But all that aside, I have a Chomps stick. I love the jalapeno beef sticks from Chomps. They're so good, and they're like 3 points on Weight Watchers. They're so yummy. So I'm gonna snack on this on the way and run get these done. I got the color OPI. Love is in the Bear. Love is in the, I think that's what it's called. Love is in the Bear. It is the perfect pinky nude color. And we found our new nail girl, because I say I go with my sister-in-law, but she did the best job. They're so pretty. I get dip powder on my natural nails and they're just perfection. I love them so much. I love the color so much. So happy with them. So now I'm gonna head home and then figure out some dinner. We went into our night not knowing what our dinner plans were going to be, but we ended up going to the local Mexican restaurant. If you saw my reel on Instagram or TikTok, I literally ate the same exact thing today as I did in that reel. But we went there, and I love their burrito bowls because I can just customize them to how I like them. And so I just add meat, a bunch of veggies, a little bit of rice, some sour cream. It is like one of my favorite meals to eat out. It's so good. And then of course I ended my night with a Yasopar. These are my favorite, either these ice cream sandwiches, or I love the mint chocolate chip bars. And I also ended my night with these Sprite Chill Cherry Limes. If y'all have never tried these, they're my favorite. But I hope you guys enjoyed coming along for everything I ate today. And I'll see you guys soon for another video.